How do you create goals in Google Analytics? Hi, my name is Cedric Pudvain, the co-founder of Vertex Marketing Agency, a Facebook ad agency. And in this video, you'll learn exactly how to create goals in Google Analytics. Now, the reason why it's really important is that you need to be able to filter your data. By default, all your Google Analytics data is actually combined, and there's no way for you to actually understand who are the users that are converting and then potentially buying your products versus the ones that are not. And analytics goals are exactly the solution here. Okay, so let's get right into it. So I'm going to show you exactly how you can set up and create goals in Google Analytics. So first off, you need to go to your website and you need to ask yourself, like, what do I want to track? Do I want to track when a visitor lands on a specific page, like for example, a thank you page, and that's what we're tracking as a goal? Or is it when they click a specific button or anything like that, right? You gotta, depending on your website and depending on what specific goals, you have for your website, that's gonna really tell you exactly what you want to track. But in this example, I'm an e-commerce store, so I want to track when someone lands on, the page where it basically means that they've bought one of my product, right? So the thank you page, basically. So in order to kind of figure out, what do I need to use to trigger the tag to Google Analytics to create that goal, I'm going to go ahead and click on the saw here. I'm just going to add to the cart. View the cart, proceed to checkout, place order. Perfect. Now I can see here in the URL that, that's the product key. So that's definitely not static, that's dynamic. So that's always going to change depending, it's always going to change. And one thing that I can see here is order received. That looks static, and I know it's static. So, but if you're doing that on your end, I would say make more than one test just to truly make sure that doesn't change in the URL. So as soon as you find really what's static in the URL, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go here and just really copy it. Now, once you copy it, we're gonna go into Google Tag Manager. We're gonna go under Trigger. We're gonna create a trigger. So what we're doing right now is we're telling Google Tag Manager, like, hey, this is what triggers the goal but the event to Google Analytics. So then in Google Analytics, they understand what goal means. So we're triggering an event to Google Analytics, and then Google Analytics works with events to create goals. I know it's a little bit complicated, but trust me, just follow along and it's actually pretty easy to set up. So purchase, that's what, that's the trigger. Trigger is a purchase, and for us, it's a page view. And for us, it's only some pages, and the page URL needs to contain this keyword here. So, you get what I'm saying? So basically, if someone lands on a page and in that specific page, well, in the URL, there's a keyword order received. Well, we know because it's static and we only see this keyword on the thank you page, we know that the user just bought something. So that's what's going to trigger that event to Google Analytics. So we're going to click save. Perfect. Now we have our trigger here. Now all we have to do is create a tag. And the tag that we're creating is, again, we're sending that to Google Analytics, and for us, it's a purchase. And we're gonna pick this one. And here, that's when it's not a page view anymore, it's an event. And we're gonna give it an action, purchase, and I'm also gonna give it a label. Purchase. Perfect. And we're going to set that to true. And triggering, that's when we go ahead and pick the trigger that we just created, purchase. And we're going to click save. Oh, sorry. You need to select your variable. There you go. I have my variable here. We're going to click save. And now I'm going to click submit. And then install GA purchase. Great. So now what I want to do is I want to make sure that the tag actually fires. So I'm going to go back here to Workplace, and I'm going to click on Preview. And then that's when I'm going to put in the URL that I just copied, right? I copied it from the URL, and then we're going to click Start. Then it's opening up the little debug tool from Google Tag Manager, and perfect. That should be loaded. So here we can see that the tags that fired, the Facebook basic tracking fired, our GA basic tracking also fired, but what's really important or the new tag that we just created just fired. So now that just sent an event to our Google Analytics. So now what we need to do is go to Google Analytics and create a goal and say, hey, Google Analytics, so whenever this event happens, well, that means that this user just completed that goal, right? And a goal is really something that we care about. And in my case, it's a purchase. So we're gonna go to Google Analytics, we're gonna click on admin. Sorry, let me move me again. Admin is right here. Now, we're gonna click on goals. We're gonna click new goal. Okay, and then that's when you have a lot of options. We're gonna click on custom, continue. We're gonna give it a name, so we're gonna say, for us, again, that's a purchase. And by default, you can leave it to this one. And then it's an event. And we'll click continue. Now, I don't know if you remember, but in Google Tag Manager, I gave it I believe an action and a label. So all you have to do is you need to match one. So it's actually sending that data to Google Analytics. So all you have to do is go here and GA, where is it? GA purchase. And you have to pick something so that you can just like follow along. So for example, the label, you can purchase and you can just put the label here. So it doesn't need to be matched. I know I also said the action in there, but all you have to do is you just need to copy one of them out. So let's say you decided to leave, I don't know, this one empty, and only have, the only thing that you put in is the action and you said purchase. All you have to do is go back here and say, okay, well, purchase here, so that it knows that, hey, a goal is any event with an action that is equal to purchase, or any goal is an event that has a label that is equal to purchase, right? And that's what we have here. So equals to purchase. And we're gonna click save. Done. And perfect, we've created our first goal. Now, if you want to view your goals, it's really easy. All you have to do is go here under conversions, and you're going to click on goals, and you're going to click on overview. Now, I don't have anything yet because it can take up to sometimes 24 hours for you to start seeing your goals, especially when you first created it, but then all the goals will start showing up here. And this is how you create goals in Google Analytics.